Yeah, it could happen.
I could see him passing on being the Patriots coach and waiting to take that job.
True.
Other than that, we're not going to see. I don't think Wade Phillips is going to be a coach again.
Nope.
I don't think Nerf Turner is going to be a coach again.
Nope.
Who are some of the other good coordinators? The Texans coordinators?
Nope.
I don't even know who their coordinators are off the top of
Doesn't
the
matter.
head.
Nope.
The Bears coordinators?
Nope. Matt Nagy's fresh, so they're still there. Nobody on the Bengals.
Does Dennis Allen get another shot?
Fuck no. No.
Saints offensive coordinator?
What's his face? I can't remember his name. Bruce Arians could come back and coach the Packers.
Nah, I don't think that's the right fit for him.
He's an offensive guru.
Shaw? Would Shaw take the Packers job?
I don't think Shaw's willing to leave Stanford. I think he's too busy just trying to overtake USC and stomp them out completely that he's not going to leave Stanford. Because if he was going to leave Stanford, he would have left 2 years ago. He would have left with Christian McCaffrey. To be honest.
Yeah, I don't know who else is desirable candidates out there. You got to imagine they go offensive again.
That's why the Chiefs
offensive
coordinator is perfect. Because that defense is rebuilding. They just had a lot of injuries. Their defense is reloading and rebuilding. Their D-line is practically set. They just had a bunch of injuries. The offensive line needs more depth behind it. They need to get a true running back in this draft. Benny Snell would be a good compliment to Aaron Jones. But I think they need someone like, if they could find a running back like that of a Joe Mixon, they're set. But I think they need to find a tight end. They need to re-up depth on the offensive line, a running back, pass rushers, and safeties. But I would say running back first, then pass rushers, then some linemen.
It's like all the good coordinators right now are like former head coaches that are washouts.
I mean, no, or just really good coordinators who have been coordinated. Like a lot of head coaches, the young head coaches at least, are offensive innovators. And I think that's what you need right now in this league. So, like I said, the Chiefs offensive coordinator would be perfect.
Does Bradley get another gig? Does
No.
Schwartz get another gig?
No, hell no, Schwartz doesn't get another gig. And Gus Bradley.
I don't know.
What's the head coach for Atlanta? What's his name? Spacing out on his name.
How about Fangio?
Stop. You're not even trying anymore. Why would I give Nick Fangio a head coaching job when they just lost to the Giants?
Because he turned around that sorry-ass defense?
They drafted properly and got lucky with Khalil Mack. They were a good defense before Khalil Mack got there.
Yeah, bro, but you know how this shit happens. It's the sexy team that comes onto the scene. Their offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators are the ones who get hired.
But if Fangio was going to get a job, he would have got it at the height of Harbaugh. Same way Pep Hamilton would have gotten.
Which he did. Well, he got
an offensive coordinator job and he got fired.
He got it in the fallout of Harbaugh.
That was Jim Tom Sula.
Oh.
Yeah. Bad.
I thought Fangio wasn't he the interim coach?
Nope. It was Jim Tom Sula, the defensive line coach, and then they made him a permanent head coach. But do you want to hear about the college football awards that happened tonight?
I mean, you could talk about it. We only got like 15 minutes.
All right. So Tua Tagovailoa out of Alabama won the Maxwell
Wow,
Award.
did you practice that?
Yeah, a little bit. Not really though. I'm just that talented. I'm just that talented of a mic. He won the Maxwell Award, Player of the Year. 3,300 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 4 picks, 190 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, completing 67.7% of his passes, and he's actually right-handed, but he throws left-handed. And also, he said that his dad would beat him when he plays bad. He gets the belt. He insinuated that in the interview. We'll get on that next week, though. Because, we'll just get on that next week. And, Alabama's playing perfect. So, Kyler Murray was also up for that award. But Kyler Murray won AP Player of the Year. The Chuck Bednarik Award, Defensive Player of the Year, linebacker Josh Allen out of Kentucky. 84 tackles, 18.5 for loss. SEC record, 14 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. He helped fuel Kentucky to a 9-3 season. And Benny Snell Jr. was on the offensive side of the ball and did great things for them. Josh Allen could be a Von Miller type riser as far as his ability. Wouldn't be mad if the Raiders actually took Josh Allen out of Kentucky. I'm just going to be honest. Even though I'm not a Raiders fan anymore, that would be the smart thing to do. But, they're not smart. So, hey. And he also was the all-time leading rusher in Kentucky history. He actually had, I think, 2 or 3 sacks on senior day, and that's how he got it. Davey O'Brien Award, Kyler Murray out of Oklahoma. 4,000 passing yards, 40 touchdowns, 7 picks, 892 rushing yards, 11 scores, and he beat out Tua and Gardner Minshew II out of Washington State. And Murray, a lot of people are saying he might be reconsidering his decision to play baseball and come back to college and actually give it a go at the NFL. What do you think about that? Pete?
Sorry, I was on mute.
I'm going to say
I think the baseball to football situation is kind of weird because it's always like, if you make it, even when you make it in baseball, you don't always make it. It could take you 10 years like Samaja. But on the other hand, you can go and live that and come back to football like Brandon Whedon, like Hayden Hurst, and stuff like that. And there is more money to be made, less long-term bodily injury risk, less head injury risk, but also more games. So, it's always a difficult situation. Obviously, I'm a football player, so, I naturally just think baseball players are pussies. But, yeah, besides all that.
Bruh.
I don't know any baseball players who can fight.
If I be a baseball player,
I'll swing on any baseball player living.
Tell me a high school baseball player that hasn't worked in a warehouse or cheated on their girlfriend. Or both at the same time.
I was gonna say Giancarlo Stanton was actually a better tight end than baseball player, but that don't really count. He was probably gonna go to USC, but he decided to go play baseball. But I'm not really counting that.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
there's a couple of things I want to talk about.
I got like a couple more winners, and I'm almost done. DeAndre Baker, cornerback out of Georgia. He won the Thorpe Award, best DB. 2 picks, 9 pass breakups, 39 tackles, and a forced fumble. He has a .45 yards per cover snap, which is really good. He allowed a passer rating of 38.9, and his overall grade is 88.7. But that's just what Pro Football Focus says. So, yeah, shout out to your favorite stats publication. And Greedy Williams was also up for that, and so was Notre Dame's Julian Love. Doak Walker Award winner, this was interesting. Jonathan Taylor out of Wisconsin. As a sophomore, he had 1,989 yards rushing, 15 touchdowns, and averaged 7.1 yards a carry. And it was his second straight 1,900-yard rushing season. He had 1,900 yards rushing, 13 scores as a true freshman. He had 200 yards rushing in a game 4 times and had 321 yards rushing and 3 scores on 33 carries against Purdue. One of his best performances of the season. And he's also the 4th Wisconsin running back to win the Doak Walker Award. First was Ron Dane, then Monty Ball, then Melvin Gordon, now Jonathan Taylor. It'll be interesting to see what he does next year, his junior year. It'll be interesting to see how he tests well at the combine, because he's really talented. But that Wisconsin offensive line is also loaded with NFL talent. Memphis running back Darrell Henderson. Many people thought he was going to be a favorite. He didn't win, but he was also up there. And Travis Etienne for Clemson, who's been a dog all year. The Biletnikoff Award winner. Now, this is going to piss you off, but I just want you to be patient and listen. Jerry Jeudy from Alabama. Making plays for them all year long. 59 catches, 1,103 yards receiving, an SEC record, 12 receiving touchdowns, and he averaged 18.7 yards a carry. 18.7 yards a catch. And he scored 2 touchdowns in 4 different games.
He's better than Calvin Ridley?
Is he? He's the second player to win it since Amari Cooper. It's hard to believe Julio Jones didn't win the Biletnikoff. But yeah. Second Alabama player to win the
better than Calvin Ridley?
He might be better than Calvin Ridley. We don't know. He's definitely a deep
better than Amari Cooper?
I don't know, man. Gonna have to just let everything play out, but he did win a Biletnikoff. So
I'm asking you.
But I don't think he is, because you got to wait till next year. He's still young. Quinnen Williams out of Alabama won the Outland Trophy, most outstanding interior lineman. He's another great Alabama D tackle. What can you say? 66 tackles, 18 for loss, 8 sacks, 11 hurries. And a lot of people were saying he's like Aaron Donald. The Lou Groza Award, best kicker, Andrew Smits out of Syracuse. I'm only saying this a Syracuse, bro. A Syracuse player actually won something. So
come on, man.
A Syracuse player. Oh, and this is gonna really make you laugh. The Ray Guy Award, punter of the year, Brandon Mann out of Texas A&M. A Texas A&M punter won the punter of the year award.
Isn't that where Townsend's from?
No, that's Florida. Shane Leckler's from Texas A&M.
All right, man. So can I talk about my shit now?
Go for it.
All right. So I'll just go real quick so we can get to the rants, since, you were long-winded today. And we had a good open forum session.
Bro, we talked about a lot of stuff today. That's why.
Yeah. So first of all, some more bad news or crazy news, whatever you want to say. Brandon Browner got 8 years for essentially
attempted murder
to murder baby or his girlfriend, baby mom.
Baby mom. He was wild on Instagram. It was his baby mom.
And yeah, the kids were in the house, so he also got a charge for child endangerment. I think it was something like that. But yeah, man, he's getting 300 days served, so it'll be like 7 years, and he might get out sooner with good behavior. But yeah, dude got kind of co-charged before that, stuff like that. So kind of fell off. Hopefully he could get right. And good news, Ryan Shazier had that spinal injury about roughly a little over a year ago. Dude's starting to work out again. There's some videos of him on Twitter and stuff like that doing deadlifts. So he's getting right. Shout out to him. Rams update. Akeem Talib is returning. Aaron Donald has 16.5 sacks, which, by the way, that sack on Stafford where he, like, full-on Superman spreads out and strip sacks,